Alright, friends, I don't know if you see this, but there's basically me trying to picture someone floating in the water. So like their ship went down and they're just floating around in the Pacific, waiting for someone to rescue them. This is a situation that's quite frequent when you hear stories about near-death experiences or people just laying out in the Pacific waiting to get rescued. There's nothing they can do. It's ocean everywhere, but it's not cold water, so they survive just fine. And then they're just floating and they see spirits and stuff. They're basically part of a giant floating tank, And this is Ocean Surf and Wave 1, Track 2 of the Gateway experience does the Gateway affirmation and counting you in to Focus 10. And that's something you can also add to your practice if you're still working on Focus 10, is that you count internally to 10 and you keep yourself awake with that count and you go as deep and as near sleep energy as you can. Relax parts of your body guided. So it's basically mindfulness body scanning and self-guided body scanning. That's the first guided body scanning in mindfulness, and then you do it to yourself guided. And you stay awake and you relax and you try to get that good Focus 10. And if you can add the waves of the rocking chair, that's super duper cool, and that's definitely something you should do. And then of course, as you return, always reactivate. What do animals do when they're done relaxing? They stretch, right? You should be doing the same thing. And you should, if you don't have it, which most people don't have, because to do this today, frankly, to show this display of reactivation that you see here, it's frankly frowned upon almost. It's almost frowned upon. It's the most natural thing in the world. To shiver when you get scared in confrontation, you start to shiver because you're basically holding yourself back from having the fight or flight, so you won't knock their teeth out because you don't want problems with the law. Frowned upon. It's the most natural thing in the world. People are having a ton of anxiety and a ton of problems because they're, before you start doing a yogic sadhana, make sure that your basics are correct. So this here, yawning and reactivating, shivering to get out bad energies in the body, super important, okay? You should be shivering every time you get out of the shower, just like a dog. When they're wet, they shiver, they shake that off, they shake off the wetness. You should be doing the same. Your basics, if they're not strong, why go further? Now we're going beyond basic, we're going beyond human capabilities, right? And of course, mindful body scanning. You should be creating a map of that thing. You should be listening to it. How can I create the map? Well, sometimes have you noticed that you don't have time to do the Gateway experience, or you don't have the energy to do it where you're like, see here, this thing, super important, listen up, okay? So active energy, okay? Active energy. I want to do active things right now. I want to get my hustle going. I want to clean my room. It's morning. It's time to do something active. Okay? Now on the opposite spectrum, passive energy. I don't want to do anything right now. I just want to eat and then I want to sleep. And that's, I don't even want to brush my teeth at this point. If it's too much, I don't even want to brush my teeth. I just go straight I forget to take out my lenses. I forget everything, okay? Now, in between here, we have neutral, right? And the neutral energy is perfect for meditation. So you get up, so here, oh, so sleepy. Not ideal for meditation. Perfect for sleep. Perfect for deep, dreamless sleep, right here. Now here, maybe I wake up, go back to sleep again. Perfect for wake-induced lucid dream. Perfect for dreaming. Perfect for rest, So this area here, also very nice. Getting awake. Here, this area here, you can have you need some kind of meditative activity, because you're not going to be active, you're going to be getting awake. But then you're here. And then here, there's a lunch break or something, and then you're here. and then you come home from work, and here there's a nice little, here's dinner maybe, and then there's a power nap. Maybe you got to the gym before you went home, so now it's a power nap, and it's basically just go to bed. You know, many lives are like that. And here in this area is always green, always good to meditate. Before you're too sleepy to go to bed, always great to meditate, always great to go. But I'm talking about what to do if you're here. If you're here, what you can do is that you can make this, you listen to it, but it's like, yeah, the meditation and the meditational hallucinations and stuff like that, not gonna happen. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a man, and then I'm gonna take a different colored pencil, and I'm gonna draw out as I follow along the guided meditation thing. And you know, I'm good at drawing. It really doesn't have to be this detailed. What you need is the space, the emptiness inside. So you can put, you can even get one of those stencils, man. Get one of those images online, print it out, or have it on your cell phone. And on your cell phone, it's like, okay, so we start here, oh, and then we go all the way down here. Okay. And now we're going back up. You know, like do it like that, and follow along like that. That way, you know exactly what's going to happen, and even if you fall asleep, perhaps. Even if you kind of like, maybe a part of you can stay behind and do it automatically because you told yourself it was important. And this we call Gateway Experience Wave 1, Track 2. And then it's the Gateway Affirmation. You, of course, we can take a little sneak peek at what's coming up next, you know, here. Track 3, a little sneak peek on that. Talk about that later. But the Gateway Affirmation, look at this guy. Look, wow, very mystic what he's doing. The Gateway Affirmation is, I know I'm more than my physical body. Because I am more than physical matter, I desire to expand, to learn to understand how to use such greater energies as may be beneficial to me and those who follow me. Also, I would like the assistance of anyone whose development is further than my own or equal to my own. I ask their assistance and guidance and their protection, that they shield me from anything that would provide me with less than I desire, so that I might get what I desire, and that my learning is fast and expedient. Bonus thing here. Look at this. How cool is this? Wow. Prakriti Purusha. So those are two words, and here it says Kapila. Who is Kapila? Well, he was a philosopher, and he talked about Prakriti and Purusha. Yeah. And here's some really personal stuff. She said, when I was young, I was a dream. And then he said something back to me, and frankly, that's top secret. But there's a guy known as Kapila. He was a philosopher, and what he was thinking has something to do with this image, and it has something to do with Prakriti and Purusha. What is this image? Well, this image is actually a sun being swallowed by a black hole. Yeah, very interesting. Maybe something else? Here we have repentance. What happened was that I stepped on something, and then my cat and we were both shocked. And then I repented. I repented my action. Oh, so sorry. Oh, so sorry. I repented my actions because I stepped on my cat's tail. And this is repentance. Now, also here, rich versus poor. Okay? So when you start meditating, you become very objective and you start seeing the world the way it is. Okay? And it starts to expose a couple of lies. And if you're a very blue-pilled positive person, oh man, You're gonna... okay, let's just go through this. Rich man is better for independent practice. He can gain access to what he needs. So basic needs, easily met. Do you know what this is? This is actually the chakra, the way it's described. It's described as a lotus facing down. So this is the Muladhara chakra, basic needs, right? And here you have money. He's got lots of money, so he can work with that system. But this guy, minimum wage incel, and he can be the smartest guy, great grades in school, but he's timid and he's shy and he's not a looker. You know, he's got that recessive chin, he's got that bad face shape. And then he's working minimum wage because, you know, people, if they are shy, if they're less likely to ask for help, guess what? Yeah, they're fucked. And so you can think that there might be a person that he could basically just give away everything and join the Sangha of Buddhism or become a monk. Because right now, his minimum wage incel, getting treated like shit, you know, hair is falling off, should get into the Sangha. It offers a higher rise in life of quality. And so he goes, and so it's like, oh my God, respect for the monk. He's from the Sangha. That's the jewel, right? In the right condition, absolutely everything about his life, objectively, not a matter of opinion, would improve. Okay, so that's just, this is just small teachings. These are just small teachings, right? I'm not judging either way. Now look at this. Look at this. Okay, wow, what is that? Perhaps you've seen that one before, right? Who uses this kind of chakra? And here it says Hung Ha right? So, and there's a picture of a nose, Hung. So you notice that when you say Hung and it goes down deep, it's kind of like going through the nose, and it's like Hung inside because it's like deep back in there with the vocal cords in the throat, and then it goes, you know, very close to the spine basically, and then it goes Ha with the open mouth and because the heart chakra now has to divide into two to join with the throat chakra, right? So we know that even though we started with the heart chakra, when it goes up, it's going to become like this, right? You agree, right? You understand that if you know both chakras, yeah? And so this is what we're going to have. It's going to look like that, right? Inside of you. This is an image of an energy of prana inside of you, okay? It's a subtle body. It's a very subtle system, okay? Now we can actually, okay, let's go here. You know, this is the classic. This is the one everyone has to use. Hung, and then very slowly out. Tung. And why does it have to go very slowly? And why do we need a very long breath here? Well, it's this expansion here. It's very subtle. There's no structure. There's no rib cage. So everything here is floaty, right? And so Hung, that goes in, that's one, Hung, and for every Hung, there are, the heart chakra has to expand into as much as 8 spokes, right? So this one, have you seen this one before? Expanding into 8 spokes. So Hung, if that's one, when it comes out, is like everyone here. And you can put your hand around your navel, and then you can go 1/4 of the way as like, that would be like 16, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16. Then you should have been 1/4 of the way. And the entire breath is actually 64 spokes around your waist at the level of the navel. And that's the navel chakra. And so this is the heart chakra, but it has to expand to hit all those spokes, right? So it's very subtle. This one is extremely subtle. That's why they work on it so much. And here you see, Hung, nose again, with the mouth, and then Tung with the nose. You have to understand, it's not a sound. It's the breath itself makes the sound because you close your mouth, right? And then it's just the nose, right? Now, hum, hum, downwards through the nose, and then through the nose again, and up behind your eyes. Looks like this, but it emits color because it's your eyes, right? So when you do this, because you're putting pressure on your optical nerves, there's gonna be like a slight increase of colors, okay? You know, if you squeeze your eyes, there's color. Same thing here. Because of the way you breathe, behind your nose, behind your eyes, puts pressure. It's gonna be pressure on your optical nerves, and you're gonna get colors. So this one is often depicted as white or rainbow colored, and then it's gonna be like this. So like that, because it upwards behind your eyes into the optical nerves, right? And so the heart chakra has to expand into these spokes. I'm gonna say this multiple times. I'm just gonna show you now. This is the newest one I'm working on. This is coming up next. I'm gonna show you what this is, and it's actually everything here. I think you're gonna like it, but it's on its way. Okay, so see you next time.